We've got the weather for you in just a minute. Before that, they were the women who helped to make millions of holidays. But Britain's seaside landladies of old were sometimes portrayed as being rather fearsome. Postcards depicted them as domineering matriarchs whose house rules were rather draconian, but the reality, of course, was rather different. And that's definitely according to a Morecambe researcher who has been delving into their history, as Dave Guest reports.
It was an age of simple pleasures when a week beside the British seaside was the highlight of the year for many working people. Each summer they'd descend on Morecambe in their tens of thousands. Keeping them fed and watered in a home from home, an army of boarding house landladies. Of course, any self-respecting seaside landlady would run a tight ship. Some would ring a gong at key points in the day, for instance, to tell them to get dressed and come down for breakfast. The Morecambe Heritage Centre secured funding from Historic England to document the doings of those doyens of seaside hospitality.
There is a sort of historical narrative that northern seaside landladies are these gruff, no-nonsense, arms-folded sort of battle axe types. I mean, obviously there would be the odd one, but in the main they were very kindly.
Back in the day, the accommodation was basic by today's standards.
Coal fire heated bathroom, so once somebody had a bath, you had to wait about half an hour or even more to get warm water again.
As times moved on, the boarding houses began offering luxuries, such as colour TV in the lounge and cocktails at the bar, not to mention plentiful food.
So my mum was a very warm and friendly lady. She loved feeding people. It would be a full English breakfast, followed by a full dinner, meat and vegetables and potatoes and you know, a full dinner with a dessert, and then in the tea time they would do a salad.
Many landladies were sticklers for standards even in the swinging 60s.
One of the reasons that she didn't like anybody bringing a girl back or a girl bringing a boy back, she was very protective of her moral reputation.
And of course, they never knew what their guest would get up to next.
She used to take her teeth out before she was having a meal, and she put them in her handbag and the dog pinched them. But we couldn't get these teeth off the dog.
Cheap foreign travel put paid to many traditional boarding houses, but some have survived and thrived.
I think B&Bs will go on. All right, you get these new fads popping up and you can rent a room out, but is there any personal touch there? No.
So it seems there is still a place for the seaside B&B. Dave Guest, BBC North West Tonight, Morecambe.
Dave Guest lives in a guest house, but he would, obviously, wouldn't he? Now, a few of you have asked about...